Hello guys, today we're going to see a currency farming strategy about farming Elder Guardian maps while doing its corresponding Maven invitation. As an off topic, I'm trying to get more currency for a character that I'm building, and I brought dumped already close to 20 defines on it in the build, and the build still hasn't popped off, so yeah, here we are farming currency. This strategy is divided in two phases. First, we're going to farm an initial pool of Elder Guardian maps on normal maps, and then we're going to transition to the second phase that is where we're going to use those previously farmed Elder maps to farm more Elder maps. I've been able to self-sustain, so once you start the second phase, you won't go back to normal maps. You will keep cycling over the Elder maps that you got before and the future ones that you will farm. I want to be clear here that we aren't necessarily farming the maps itself. Of course, if you have some map excess, you can sell them, but instead we're mainly farming the Elder invitations and the Maven keys. So let me show you in game here what I mean by that. So each time we finish an Elder map, we are going to have one of its key. Once we finish one of these keys, we can sell these for around 100 chaos each one. So that means that each 4 maps we have 100% 100 chaos around that, sometimes depending on the time of the day. And also we have the Maven's Read that we get by doing the Maven invitation at the end. So the plan is really simple. We're going to rotate by doing all 4 different guardians. So I can show you my maps here. We're going to do one of each one, and then we finish this cycle by doing the Maven invitation, and then we repeat the whole process again. As a result, we're going to get one Elder invitation, some fragments. I don't have any, but you will get some fragments for the Maven invitation, and of course all the other loot that we will get from these all 4 maps. Okay, so let's jump to the idol setup. So all the 2x1 idols here have chance for the final boss map to drop an Elder Guardian map. As you can see, I have almost 24 chance to drop an Elder Guardian map from each one of the map bosses that appears once we finish a map. Then I have 2, 3x1 idols here for the increasing modifiers. Alternatively, you could just fill all these spaces with the same idols for the Elder Guardian maps chance. But I prefer to try with more juicer maps instead of that, because I felt that I already have enough chance for the Elder Guardian maps. And finally, the destructive play. This is the same as the keystone that we have in the Atos tree, which we're going to use, of course, the Maven invitation. So depending on how much we clear the map before we get to the boss fight, Maven is going to spawn extra bosses. So each one of those 4 bosses are going to have almost 34% to drop an Elder map, aside from the base for the Shaper and also the Synthesis maps and the Conquerors maps. So as you can see, we're going to have a lot of maps, especially for the Elder Guardian maps. Also, since final map bosses have this innately 50% base chance to drop an idol, we're going to be dropping a lot of idols, and you can start selling them in high price tab, and then we're going to be decreasing the price of those tabs, and you're going to see that here and there we're going to find valuable idols. Okay, so before we end the video, I want to show you a map showcase. So for one of these Conqueror maps, to see how it looks like and how I do it. And also I want to show you me selling the fragments as a bulk selling.
Just need a moment to catch my breath. Low on mana.
Approach, challenger.
Resist the assault! Mortal flesh is so fallible. A mote of my might! Grasp your mortality tightly! Time to up the stakes! Mortal flesh is so fallible.